Музклуб на проводе. Звуковой самоучитель английской и разговорной речи, пожалуйста.
Lesson 3. Asking the way.
In this lesson, we'll teach you how to ask the way to some place.
Listen.
Excuse me, please. Could you tell me how to get to the city?
There are some new words in the sentence. Repeat.
Excuse me.
Извините меня.
Excuse me.
Could. Could you?
Не могли бы вы?
Could you tell me?
To tell.
Сказать.
How.
Как?
How to get to.
Как добраться до...
How to get to the city.
Как добраться в Сити?
Now say the whole sentence.
Excuse me, please. Could you tell me how to get to the city?
Learn the names of other places. Listen and repeat.
A post office.
Почтовое отделение.
The General Post Office.
Главный почтамт.
An embassy.
Посольство.
The Soviet embassy.
Советское посольство.
The department store.
Универмаг.
A department store.
Translate.
Извините, пожалуйста, не могли бы вы сказать, как попасть в Сити?
Excuse me, please. Could you tell me how to get to the city?
Now instead of city, say
The General Post Office. Excuse me, please. Could you tell me how to get to the General Post Office?
the Soviet embassy. Excuse me, please. Could you tell me how to get to the Soviet embassy?
The department store. Excuse me, please. Could you tell me how to get to the department store?
Here is another example of asking the way. When addressing a policeman, say, "Excuse me, officer," or in England, "Excuse me, constable."
Now listen.
"Excuse me, officer, could you tell me the way to the centre of London?"
Repeat.
A way.
Дорога. Путь.
A center.
Центр.
The center of London.
Центр Лондона.
Repeat.
Could you tell me the way to the center of London?
Now instead of the centre of London, say
22nd Street. Could you tell me the way to 22nd Street?
5th Avenue. Could you tell me the way to 5th Avenue?
Repeat. The Hilton Hotel.
Отель Хилтон.
Now use it in the sentence.
Could you tell me the way to the Hilton Hotel?
The airport. Could you tell me the way to the airport?
Fleet Street.
Флит-стрит.
Could you tell me the way to Fleet Street?
Now you'll learn some possible answers to these questions. Listen and repeat.
The traffic.
Движение транспорта.
The traffic lights.
Светофор.
To go ahead.
Идти вперед.
To turn.
Повернуть.
To turn back.
Вернуться назад.
Right.
Правый.
To the right.
Направо.
Left.
Левый.
To the left.
Налево.
Aside.
Сторона.
On the right side.
На правой стороне.
On the left side.
На левой стороне.
To take the street.
Пойти по улице.
Now listen.
Take the first street on the right. Or simply, first on the right.
Go straight.
Идите прямо.
Until.
Пока не...
Go along the road.
Идите по улице.
Now listen and try to understand the answers.
Excuse me, please. Could you tell me how to get to the Soviet embassy?
Go straight along this road until you come to the traffic lights, and then turn to the right.
Take the second street to the left, and then ask again.
First right, third left.
Turn back and turn left at the traffic lights.
Go straight ahead. It's on the right side of the street.
Now learn some more words that you will need.
Repeat.
Near,
Близкий.
nearest,
Ближайший.
the nearest bus stop,
Ближайшая автобусная остановка.
A station.
Станция.
Underground.
Метро.
An underground station.
Станция метро.
tea,
Чай.
a shop,
Магазин.
a tea shop,
Чайная.
A restaurant.
Ресторан.
The nearest restaurant.
Ближайший ресторан.
Now listen and repeat.
Could you tell me the way to the nearest restaurant, please?
Now instead of restaurant, say
Underground station. Could you tell me the way to the nearest underground station, please?
Bus stop. Could you tell me the way to the nearest bus stop, please?
Tea shop. Could you tell me the way to the nearest tea shop, please?
Bookshop. Could you tell me the way to the nearest bookshop, please?
Now listen to a short talk.
Could you tell me, please, which is the nearest way to the Aeroflot agency?
Why, sure. Go straight ahead until you come to the department store. Turn right there and ask again.
Is it far from here?
No, it's about 15 minutes walk.
Oh, could I get there by bus?
Yes, take a 23. The bus stop is over there.
Thank you very much.
Not at all.
Repeat.
Thank you very much.
Not at all.
There are some new words used in the dialogue. Listen and repeat.
Which?
Какой? Который?
Which is the nearest way to the underground station?
Far.
Далеко?
Is it far from here?
Not far.
Недалеко?
An agency.
Агентство?
Aeroflot agency.
About 15 minutes walk.
Около 15 минут ходьбы.
A bus.
Автобус.
By bus.
Автобусом. На автобусе.
Go on repeating.
By taxi.
На такси.
By tube.
На метро.
By subway.
На метро.
A subway.
Подземный переход.
On foot.
Пешком.
Let's go on foot.
To walk.
Ходить пешком.
Could I walk there?
Over there.
Вот там.
It's over there. Take a 23.
Translate.
Простите, пожалуйста, не могли бы вы мне сказать, как добраться до центра Лондона?
Excuse me, please. Could you tell me how to get to the center of London?
Не могли бы вы показать мне дорогу к главному почтамту?
Could you tell me the way to the General Post Office, please?
Нельзя ли мне доехать туда автобусом?
Could I get there by bus?
Это далеко отсюда?
Is it far from here?
Извините, пожалуйста, как ближе пройти на станцию метро?
Excuse me, please. Which is the nearest way to the underground station?
Now learn what to say when on a bus. Listen to a talk.
Excuse me, conductor. Is this bus going to the port?
No, you'll have to get off and change to a 23.
Could you tell me where to get off, please?
The next stop. All fares, please.
What's the fare to the next stop?
5pence, please.
Here is 6pence.
Take a penny change.
Here are some new words and expressions from the dialogue. Repeat.
A conductor.
Кондуктор.
Excuse me, conductor. Does a 23 go to the port?
Now instead of conductor, say,
Sir.
Сэр.
Excuse me, sir. Does a 23 go to the port?
Madam.
Мадам.
Excuse me, madam. Does a 23 go to the port?
Now instead of madam and the port, say
Conductor and Hyde Park.
Excuse me, conductor. Does a 23 go to Hyde Park?
Wall Street.
Уолл-стрит.
Excuse me, conductor. Does a 23 go to Wall Street?
Broadway.
Бродвей.
Excuse me, conductor. Does a 23 go to Broadway?
Listen.
You'll have to.
Вам придется.
You'll have to go by tube.
Repeat.
To change.
Пересесть на...
You'll have to change to a 2.
To get off.
Выходить из...
Could you tell me where to get off?
I'll have to get off at the next stop.
Fare.
Плата за проезд.
Repeat.
There. Where. Fare.
What's the fare to Hyde Park, please?
All fares, please.
Here is a penny change.
Can you change this pound note?
Translate.
Сколько стоит проезд до центра Нью-Йорка?
What's the fare to the center of New York?
Сколько стоит проезд до Белого дома?
Use the White House. What's the fare to the White House?
Now listen to a short talk in the underground.
Which line do I take for Marble Arch?
It's the next station down the central line.
And how do I get to the central line?
Take the escalator on your right.
Learn some new words.
A line.
Линия.
Which line?
Какая линия?
Marble Arch.
Мраморная арка.
Which line do I take for Marble Arch?
The central line.
Центральная линия.
How do I get to the central line?
An escalator.
Эскалатор.
Take the escalator on your right.
Or the answer may also be, take that lift over there.
Repeat. A lift.
Лифт.
Or an elevator.
A room.
Комната.
A cloakroom.
Гардероб. Камера хранения.
Where is the cloakroom here?
WC.
Туалет.
Where is the WC here? Ladies' room.
Gents' room.
The best way to get to some place is by taxi, if you can afford it.
Simply call taxi, taxi.
Then tell the driver your destination.
Listen to her talk.
Taxi, taxi.
Where to, madam?
Victoria Station, please. When the trip ends, you must ask, what's the fare? Or, how much is it?
You may hear the answer. It's 1 and 6pence on the meter.
The lesson is over. Goodbye.
Звуковой самоучитель английской разговорной речи. Вторая пластинка, занятие первое. Министерство культуры СССР, Мелодия, М70-39181, 39182.